that normally we come into network marketing with totally unrealistic expectations. And as Lydia says, that it's a result of our absolute best thinking that has gotten us where we are today. Now, most of you on the line are over the age of 30. You probably worked closely, probably, I would guesstimate, about 10 years or so plus of your life you've been working consistently. So that equates to about 19,000 hours of your life thus far. And so it's our best thinking. Even after working 19,000 hours, it's a result of our absolute best thinking that has gotten us to where we are right now. And, I want to congratulate you guys because you're eager, which means that whatever was going on, you realized that wasn't working. So you've taken the first step, which is awesome because a lot of people don't even get around to that. We just succumb to our current set of circumstances. So really, I want to commend all of you ladies for just taking that step and saying, hey, you know what? I'm sick of this. Something has to give. So, but with that, we also have to, coming in the door, we have to have realistic expectations. And the expectations are, because our best thinking has gotten us where we are right now and we're unhappy, that means that we actually need to take the time to learn something different. And that is the piece that a lot of us miss. There is a huge myth going around that says, the people who get in first make the most money. So let me correct that. The people who get in, who get serious and go to work, nobody ever wants to talk about the work piece. But before you can even do that, again, it takes time to learn some different skills. Mainly, the skill set dealing with our mindset. That's one of the biggest hurdles. We have not taught to be independent thinkers and innovators, and these are things we're not taught in school. A lot of us have spent lots of money in higher education, and we're just not taught these things. So it's not until you get into an environment that, focuses on self-development and things like that, and actually, that's taking it from the core. Why is it that you think of network marketing self-development is so very important? Because in all the years that we've been in school, we haven't learned that. But that's the one skill set that we need that's going to elevate us and take us to the next level. Aww. Jackie is sick. Keep her in your prayers. So the next thing I want to talk about is in having realistic expectations. And some of you guys have heard of it, but we talk about as Brian Bean always talks about, the talented 10. It is so very important. A lot of us are just starting out, and sometimes we might have a couple people on the team, or maybe we're struggling to get a couple people on the team, or, whatever the case may be as we're building our business. But only 10% of your business is in operation, or your operation, or your business operates on a talented 10. So even when you have 10 people in your organization, you really only have one that you can count on, and that's you. So a lot of times, up is because we have to have long-term vision and long-term thinking. But we have to know what to expect because when we come through these hurdles and we have no clue of what to expect, then, automatically the world is coming to an end. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And typically we end up quitting our business. And so I just want to raise some, things that are, going to happen so that when they happen, oh, okay, well, this is expected. Does that make sense? Yeah. Thank you, lady. With that, we have, poetry market in our leadership, across the board. I mean, we've gotten some and developed some awesome leaders. Anytime I think about where I've been or experiences that I've had in other companies, literally, and I'm not just saying because I'm a part of the policy marketing leadership, but literally I have just never seen leaders pour so much into the team. I just haven't seen it. Especially when you're not personally tied to the other person's life. I really haven't seen it where you can reach out to anybody and be welcomed and get your questions answered, things of that nature. So, I really want to tip my hat just to our team for setting a foundation that allows the people who want to grow. And the reason I say that is because no matter what we put on the table, no matter what systems we have in place, if it's not something that you want, if it's not something that you say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, it doesn't matter what we do. Ultimately, it's going to fall back on you guys, your mindset, and how bad you want this thing. We are in an international company. Now, our team, we're a little over 1,500, maybe 1,600, I'm not sure. But it might be more at this point. I haven't been keeping up with that. But in the U.S., there are probably less than 2,500 people that are in this company in the United States. In the other countries, they really, 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 really take heed to opportunities, and they just go nuts when they are presented with a great opportunity. Here in the States, we're a little spoiled because we have more access to opportunities. So, when we see them, we know that there'll be another one tomorrow or whatever else, and so we can become very relaxed. But in other countries, they just completely lose their mind because they want freedom just that much. We have our government helping us out. In a lot of other countries, the government doesn't help them out. They feel like, and their culture is, between you and your family, you should be able to work it out. That is the culture in a lot of other countries. Even with medical and, just your basics, they feel like between you and your family, you guys should be able to work it out. In some countries, they really just kind of do stuff for seniors. But every other person, between you and your family, work it out. So, we've been blessed to be in a country that has so much liberties and this, that, and the other, that we get so much support. But sometimes it's a crutch because we have something to fall back on. I know people who have gotten laid off from their jobs, and a lot of times, frankly, they don't even started looking for a job until like they got the notification that they're gonna was coming to an end. I'm like, whoa. So anyway, I want to share with you guys what network professionals do. And most network professionals have a marketing budget. Any company out there that's in existence that wants to remain in existence, they have a marketing budget. That's how we find out about the sales and the specials and the this and the that, because they're advertising. It's really the same thing in our business. It requires the same thing. The more exposure, the more return you're going to get. And the funny thing about marketing and advertising is it's one of those things, it's almost like insurance. In insurance, you know, you're paying it every month and you have it and you know it's there, and people, you know, can redeem it. If you're in an accident or something happens, that's when you file a claim. Marketing kind of acts the same way. We keep it up close and personal. When people are posting on their page, when people are doing, you know, various paid marketing and this, that, and the other, you keep it, you know, up close and personal in a person's face. But it might not be ready today. So it might be a situation where they see it, and then when they're ready, or just, you know, out of the blue, I can't tell you how many people have come to me, knowing that I have a Sherlock now. It's so funny. They won't get their own Sherlock. But what they'll do is come to me and, Lou, can you look up such and such an item for me? So of course I'm like, oh, do you have your own free membership? And I sign them up. But so it's like people know what you're doing, but it's only because at that moment they needed to look up something in particular they were looking for and wanted to make sure that they were getting the best rate. So out of all the times I'm posting, just that one time where it specifically was geared to, you know, come at that point, something they needed to do, then they said, oh, Lou has this thing. You know, let me see if she can get me a better rate. Does that make sense? So marketing, sometimes it's not sometimes it's immediate and sometimes not so immediate. But what it is it's dripping. I do want to share with you niche marketing, which is Brandon is the VP of niche marketing, and I don't know if you guys have looked at our new marketing system that's being rolled out, but it is really nice. You get your own website. If you buy postcards and some other things, you get your own website. It's really, really nice. I actually went through it, and it is really, really nice. So if you guys, you know, you want to gear to you know, spending something on your marketing, getting some type of marketing going on a consistent basis that is going to just kind of help you and keep you out there looking like a professional. A lot of times, that's half the battle is actually presentation, looking like a professional. So I do want to open up the lines. We're a little over 90 days in, and you know, what is the climate? Is there anything myself? Is there anything I can personally help you guys with? Answer any questions? Is there anything you would say you need assistance with? you have to kind of pay attention to things that work. And so what I am committing to do is, you know, you make a list, your people that you've talked to that were maybe excited, never told you no. In a lot of cases, we have a lot of pending because we talk to people, they're excited, we show them, but our follow-up skills are not up to par. And we can't expect people, I guess, we expect people to come back and raise their hand like, okay, now I'm ready. It kind of doesn't happen like that. There's never a great opportunity, there's never a great time to spend, you know, $250, $300. It's just never a great time. We can always find something else to do with $250 when we don't know the value of, or don't quite understand the value, and we can't expect them to understand necessarily the value of our business yet, not being in it. So we have to, it is imperative that we follow up on a consistent basis. So what I am committing to do is walk through your list, call people, follow up with them, with you. This is one of the things, and like I said, taking it back old school, a lot of times we are kind of reluctant to talk to people. I don't want to talk to people for some reason. I haven't figured that out, and it would take me too long to figure it out. So I don't know why, but I just want to. Sometimes you have to meet people where they are in order to help them. And so I'm extending myself to meet you wherever you are to help you, you know, to get out of that comfort zone, to get out of that box. But it has to start. I have to acknowledge that you're in the box. I can't keep saying, get out of the box, get out of the box, get out of the box. And not help you, you know, not help pull you out of the box, if that makes sense. So what can I help you guys? Is there any, what challenges are you coming across? What questions, are there any challenging questions that you've been faced with that you have a difficult time answering? I mean, this is a time for, like I said, for us to come together and just kind of keep it real and talk about, you know, things that are happening in our business or not happening. Hello? Hi. Yes, ma'am. Right on the, yep. Following up, they're real big in contact. That following up part, you know, that's where I need to increase myself. Because contact those people I talk to, they can follow up. And I appreciate you. Because sometimes when you say the things that's wrong with you yourself, you really don't hear it until someone else say it to you. So I heard that loud and clear. So that is the thing that I really work on and conquer is follow up. And I appreciate you saying that because I've said that to myself. But until you hear someone else tell you what the deal is, what's going on with you, you won't accept it and it comes from yourself, your own mouth. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you so much for sharing your comment. It is, they say the fortune is actually in the follow-up, and I'm sure some of you guys have heard that. That is not just a myth. And we got to look at this thing. Something that's important to us, we can't expect it to be important to somebody else. This is our business. So we really do have to take the time. If you look back at your prospect, the way that we left the situation, for all of you ladies, if you look back at your prospect, the way that we left most situations, concept, liked everything about it. Probably a lot of people we left them when they didn't have the money at that time. That's probably the number one. At that particular time, they didn't have the money. That might be probably the number one thing that we've heard. I don't know if you guys would agree with that, but we gotta follow up. Because guess what? If I know you're getting paid, if you tell me, and then it's okay to pinpoint. If you had the money, which is yourself, getting started. If they tell you yes, then sometimes I'll ask somebody, well, looking at your calendar, I mean, what's your start date? And when they give their start date, of course, they're going to tell you it's around, payday. Jot that down. Put that on your calendar and make sure that, a few days or so before that you are in touch with them. They can find a million other things to do with $250 if you're not right in their face at the time that they have it. It's all timing. Because they don't have the value, they don't have the vested interest that we do, so they don't have the passion, and we can't expect them to. And it's no disrespect to them, they just don't have the, it's our business, it's not theirs, and we don't follow up, we miss out. Anybody else? My hand asleep.
Something else in regards to the follow-up. Sometimes you can make arrangements with people and they're going to call you back tomorrow or they're going to call you back in 2 days. And they don't. You will find that happens often. Whose business is it? I've heard some people say, well, they were going to call and they didn't, so I just didn't call them back. It's your business. Take the initiative. I'm not saying chase people. But if someone says they're going to call you a particular time and they don't, you take the initiative and call them back. Sometimes people forget, and just like you said, Lou, it's in your best interest. It's not theirs. They don't see the value yet. If people saw what I saw, I wouldn't get any sleep. So I had to paint that picture for them. I had to show them that there's some value there. But I'm not going to keep calling you and keep calling. That's not going to happen. But I will take the initiative to follow up. You're going to find that everybody doesn't believe your word is your bond. And every time somebody tells you they're going to call you tomorrow, they are not. Be prepared. Accept it. It's a reality. The ask phone, call them back.
That is so very important. I've heard on a numerous amount of times, well, they told me they were going to call me back and I haven't heard from them.
You did nothing about that? That was it for you?
I'm not laughing at the person. I'm laughing with. It's like Janice just said, sometimes when you hear something and then you hear it again, it really sounds silly. That we can expect, they didn't say they were going to, they said they were going to call me, they didn't, so forget it. No!
Yeah, and for some of us, that fear still exists, that contact, that personal contact, on the phone or in person, and that's just one more thing to make it easier to draw back. Well, I tried. Didn't work. They didn't call me back. Oh, I'm done.
That is so true.
Push ourselves and do those things that are uncomfortable. And I promise you, for most people, the more often you do those things, the less frightening it is. Get past it. Push yourself.
is a blessing. It really is. It's ridiculous. It's a blessing. Every single person that we come in contact with, whether they are a business partner or whether they are just a customer, we're providing value. We're either helping them save some money or helping them make some money. Literally, we're providing value. I mean, in most of the companies, I had to sell something. In this business, I can physically just give it away for free. Have you save some money by giving you something free? And, it's a win-win. So we are definitely providing value. I hear some people say, you know what? I'm kind of embarrassed. I've done a few things. I've been in some other network marketing companies. I don't want people to think I'm doing this and doing that, and I don't want people to think I'm crazy. Or in this business, you're providing value. You're giving them something free that's going to save them money.
That is true, Lou.
What did you say, Lydia?
I said that is so true. When you were saying, I was thinking about, I took my mom to one of her appointments. You have not because you asked not. I was waiting, so I started talking to one of the nurses there. And I gave her my information, and I got hers, and I actually sent her shopping Sherlock. Well, are you going to be back for the next appointment? Yes. That next appointment, I sat down with her at the computer and walked her through some things. Contacting that person, I think to date, she has sent me 4 or 5 new customers. And that's from just not just and simply asking, simply talking. This was in person. One day she had a magazine with something. She was buying some insoles, some heated insoles. I'm looking at the price. We went to shopping Sherlock. Less expensive. Crop top. I sat there with this lady. I mean, she called me on the phone. Oh, I have been shopping. How's work? Oh, I've been shopping. It's your fault, Lydia. Thanks, but it's your fault. I've been spending my money. So, it's just about us asking, taking the initiative. I don't know what else is to come. You never know what one person can be. That one person, as Lou was saying, can either be a customer, they can be a distributor, but they can also lead you to other customers or distributors. But you have to take the initiative. You have to say something. You have to ask.
That is so very true. So very, very true. The closed mouth doesn't get fed.
Not at all.
And do you see, in her case, this is in person, not even hiding behind the phone. Normal routine. She had to go to the doctor, for a checkup. She's right there. It was convenient. She didn't go outside of her normal routine. She didn't go to the mall, passing out flyers, just in a daily routine of what she was doing anyway. She just simply, said she opened her mouth.
And what's the worst that can happen? No. That's as bad as it gets. And maybe a rude no. But that's okay. Next. Keep moving. Next. And that will help you to stick in your skin if you're too delicate. You can't take rejection. Toughen up. Everybody's not going to say yes. And some will tell you up front, they're very direct, I'm not interested. They're not interested in even listening. But I'm going, let it go. Move on to the next person. Don't take it personal. Don't.
Right. A lot of times, Lydia, it's not personal anyway. It's not going to be personal when somebody tells you they're not interested and they don't even know what they're not interested in. And some people can't. That's not personal.
from people. I don't want to bother somebody. I don't want to ask them. Understand, you are doing the other person a favor. Know that going in. Will you benefit from growing your business? Of course you will. But you're giving them something. I remember this person, I said it's free. It's free, okay, but what about when I order, do I have to say, what other thing? It's free. You sure? Yes, I'm sure. And they tried it. It's free. And I really tell people, I especially push this because in our area we don't have a Costco. I tell them, you get to shop Costco online 24 hours a day, free, no annual membership. Free. With your shopping Sherlock. They're like, really? Yeah. We have to know what it is that we have. We have to recognize the value. And we have to show others what that value is. We can't just say, here it is, whatever. We have to paint that picture. We have to show them what the value is. And if it's in person or if it's somebody on the phone, you have more time to do that. Well, first of all, we need to be familiar with Shopping Sherlock. We need to get on that site and maneuver and look at the packages, the vacation vouchers, look at the new features. Somebody was asking me something over the phone. How'd you know that? Well, I've been on the site a number of times. I'm not saying that I know it. Oh, my God, I just know it a taste. But I'm studying so that I can be comfortable with it, so that I can tell people about it. It's like having your own store. Have you ever been to a store and you ask a clerk or somebody that works there, do you have this? I don't know. Where is this? It's over there, back there somewhere. This is our business. We need to know what we have. We need to be able to intelligently tell them that we have daily deals that you can go in and put in your area. If you live in a huge area, there's probably a listing for your city. If not, just look at the national deal. There are all sorts of things on our Shopping Sherlock. And I tell them, anything that you're looking for, Sherlock is. That's just the customer side. That's not even the business side. But we, as business owners, we need to familiarize ourselves with our business so that we can market it better to others. Show them the value. When we talk to them, don't just say, oh, I'm sending you this. Talk about it. Show some enthusiasm. Make them want to shop. Absolutely. Absolutely. Enthusiasm. I love that. It's excitement sells. Yeah. People will even take a look at it just because it's so exciting. So true. What is this woman thinking about? I met this lady. She was just so excited. I mean, you've been thinking about that all the way home. Let me go to the site and see what is it that this woman is so excited about. So, guys, is there anybody else? Any comments? Did anything resonate? Anything we said, or are we just talking? I have a question. It's a little bit off. Hello? Hello? Yes, we hear you. Oh, I'm sorry. I appreciate what both you guys said because that's, we have not been designed with our minds that we a business in ourselves. We've been taught to take the job. And what you said in the beginning and what you said now, it equates to we are business and we need to understand that it is a business. And everything you said, both you guys said, I appreciate it because
not work, I would have haven't done it. I put the past the day forward and keep on going. So I appreciate that. And well, you know what I told you what we talked about. So I'm coming to almost to the end of that. So I'm still trying to get things together. But I appreciate what you said, both you guys said, because it resonated in my mind that it is not me. If they said no, I didn't explain something right, or just plain out no, and not the what that is right there to keep on going, keep it moving so to the next.
Yeah.
So
So what's your name again?
Big part.
What's your name?
My name is Denise Moore from Atlanta, Georgia.
Denise, okay. Well, I certainly hope everything goes well for you.
Oh, it is. It is. It's that my mind has put like this. I may be slow, but in the beginning of it, but with the situation I'm going through, and you know what I'm talking about, I will be back, and I have to show me. I got to show me what I am able to do. Then I can show you guys what I'm equipped to do. So I don't have any numbers right now, but it's coming. Expect an explosion to come little by little, then it doubles. I have to do it, and I appreciate, I appreciate the call, and I appreciate what you said, because it's on us, it's on each of us individually to collect what you guys said and put what that particular thing works for two together and make it work, and we'll be at the top.
I appreciate you being here. Because there are so many people who, don't get it. That's half the battle is showing up. There are times, and it goes flip-flop. See, there are times that we don't feel like it. But we have to show up for you guys. And there might be times where you guys don't feel like it, your heart isn't it, just a million things. We all have things that are going on. But then, you can get on a call and something click where it's like, oh, wow, I needed that. So it's like we have to feed off of each other and keep each other encouraged. So I just appreciate, we appreciate you being here. There was somebody else that wanted to say something. Like one's going twice, or somebody else has started to speak.
Hi, that was me. I have a question that isn't quite about talking to other people, but I don't know if maybe anybody else has gone through this problem. I have two kids, and I'm a full-time mom, and I've been having a really hard time juggling trying to get my work done with two kids constantly wanting my attention as well, and I didn't know if any of you ladies would have any advice on how to manage that.
Well, how are the kids in school or no? They're not even school age.
Well, I have a 3-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son. So he goes to school during the day, and my daughter is babysitting all day long.
Right, so she's taking a couple naps a day.
No, I'm not sure she'll take one. So that is one thing, that's gonna, even on the customer side, that's one thing. Um, you do have the script on the customers, right? How to get the customers?
I don't think so.
Okay. Are we Facebook friends? Send me, what's your name?
Amber?
Send me a message, Amber.
Okay.
Yeah, send me a message or send me a whatever. I'll make sure I get you uh, the video training as well as the actual system to get the customers, and you'll see it'll be much easier for you. And that goes for anybody who's on the line who has not gotten that information yet. Just send me a message on Facebook, and I'll make sure you get that information. But it's we
I'm going to take a liberty. Anybody who's on the line who hasn't, if we're not friends, send us a request.
do have to. It's really we do have to learn time management. Um, that's one important thing. It seems like we, especially as women, we juggle so much. But here's the thing: we always manage to get it done. Women, one thing about women is we are resilient. One thing I want to keep kind of in the forefront, as women, we juggle a million things, and we're used to juggling a million things, so we really can work it out. Um, but a lot of times, our problem is when it comes to doing something for ourselves. We do, a lot of times, whoever has a kid in the background, pressure starts it. Hi, baby. um, what we had to really be mindful of, because this can happen in an instant, is as women, we a lot of times we tend to put the things that we want to do for ourselves. That is the thing that tends to go on the back burner. So, although we find time to do everything else, because we are multitaskers, but when it comes to us for doing something specifically for us, it's not for the kids, not for the husband, not for mom, not for, everybody else, we find a lot of times excuses of why we can't get it done. So I really want to kind of just put that out there, so when you find yourself doing that, bring it back. Because that's, as women, that's one of our downfalls, that we will do so much for so many other people. But when it comes to us doing for ourselves, we always place our personal dreams, goals, priorities on the back burner. So you're resilient, Amber. You will find a way. And I can tell you, one of the things that I did in terms of time management, one of the things that I did was stop watching television. Now, initially, I went cold turkey with it. Then, since then, I came up with a better way of doing it. What I do is I have one day a week that's I call it my me day. And mine happens to be on Sunday. So what I do is I DVR my shows, anything that I want to watch or this, that, and the other. I DVR them. I don't watch television at all during the week, only on Sunday. So during the week was a big, it gave me so much more time. And I thought I did share. If that makes sense to you guys. So before we conclude, did anybody, is there any other comments? I want to make sure everybody's kind of heard. Oh, one last thing I want to share with you guys that all the numbers, all the vendor numbers had not come in for the affiliate usage income. You should see that affiliate usage income posted this week. Per Thomas, the tech guy, so that's going to be posted this week. So I do want to acknowledge that. You can share that with your team members because I know it hasn't been posted yet. So with that, that is all for me. Did you have anything you'd like to add, Lydia, on the way out?
No, just to have a wonderful day to everyone.
All right. Oh, there should be training. I believe Chris McCoy's training is going to be today at, I believe, 1 p.m. Eastern. Look for the post in our group. I believe it's at 1 p.m. Eastern this afternoon.
It is.
So you guys want to definitely make sure that you are there for that. And then you guys have a beautiful weekend. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I recorded this, so I'm going to send it on Facebook. Okay. Get it all ready for you guys. And you guys have a blessed day. See you at 1 o'clock. I think 10 o'clock tonight too, Lou. You forgot that. Training with Mr. Brandon Ivy. Bye.